all of a sudden I'm here with a special Tellanrain pre-Valentine Eve spotlight. And it's gonna be in with another Monster High
Why
special.
do ghouls fall in love?
Seriously, why do they? Anyway, it's like this.
The Monster High ghouls are planning for the 1600th birthday of Forsyth for Draculaura. Although she wants it to be a big party, which now they're gonna put a lot of pressure on her friends, especially Clyde.
Well, you see, when someone had say something expectedly upset, something planned, like say like taking a special someone to say to a special concert, unfortunately it goes horribly awry. Let's just say I once took out someone and it didn't work. And it's before the thing started. Whole thing it's before the concert started. Anyway, one of Clyde's attempted gifts came in 3 strikes. Like the first one, for instance,
is a practical one. A manual driver's license. Since her dad's gonna give her a car, she'd rather know how to drive the dang thing before she causes any audio fiascos. Strike 2, a gargoyle necklace. Ooh. And when she tries to call for some advice, since she has everything, well, and all that cliche, he thought Draculaura would have a hard time reaching things, and in return, and come up with this is a step ladder to help her reach the high stuff. But Draculaura think that she's short and so got the wrong idea, and he's out there.
Well, Draculaura had some very high expectations, especially with a very old flame of hers, Valentine. Well, he like this.
Well, you see, Valentine is sort of the Casanova. More like fall of himself. It's just his veins are too sharp, the glasses are too the glasses are too cheesy. And trust me, you'll find out that he's full of it. He created a holiday specifically for her. But then the other ghouls point out
superficial and name the holiday after himself? Talk about, now that's superficialado. And may have come over to and end up having and may be the ultimate plan for, say, if the ghouls' old Ghouls'
The cat
longtime
trio,
rival.
led by the infamous led by Tellanrain. Thus been rejected by rejected invites to say Dragon or Sweet 1600. That is that, and thus plots a way to get Dracula's or Flame over. But Gulia here has her own problems. Which ones to take? Slow-mo or Dawn? That is so a problem. That always seems a problem. One or the other. The one with the jock or the one? Well, I don't know much about him anyway. But so she brought up a say of a certain program. And the results are like the high-headed, self-righteous, egotistical Heath. Messiah's wrong, or just gone. Or is the, or was her? Meanwhile, Clyde took another advice from Cupid and, well, actually, this is more than a bigger plot that can come up later. But for now, when Tellanrain had made contact with Valentine, she shows him his target and the obstacle in his path. Nah. But then her friends. Then her friends found out that she was not even found. And turned out that he wasn't with anything with a Clyde, despite all the past strikes. Well, little Claudine had ended up telling her to make a choice. One hand with a boy that seemed to descend from a long blood feud, all from the same species, I turned out to be an a superficial Casanova. But when Dracula pointed out that the gifts are, that the love that he's giving was hollow, although there's nothing wrong with those. It's just with a little once in a while. Unfortunately, Valentine doesn't take no for an answer, and as a last resort, he tries mind control. And trust me, trust me, when it comes to mind control, it never works out. To know something's wrong with her. And thus, they resort to the help of Love MC, Love DJ, and Radio Counselor, and Radio Guru, and Love Guru, the daughter of Eero. Now let me point out that was mostly known the exact word for Cupid, since it was part of the Valentine theme. Although Monster High was directly meant for, say, for monsters, but Cupid in that school, isn't she supposed to be in a school for demigods or gods for her case? It's just that there has been some few technicality exceptions. Although the only way to break say a spell is to use her arrows. Those things are way too dangerous to use. And it ends up like this. See? Magic arrow is always trouble. Always is. And don't have me get started on it. On what happens if it fell into the wrong hands. Because it gets
Frankie
hectic.
figured out a plan, the proper plan to break both Cupid's and Valentine's spells, and to put an end, and to put his plan, and get the fantasy party that Dracula always wanted. They gave Jackson the key, the skeleton key to the party, but they want Hopkins Hyde for the DJ. Shallow! So with Claudine. So with Clyde. Oh, and the flaw with Dracula of Gulia's program, it's just that there's a bug in the system. Literally, there is a bug. So with the party now set up in Spain, Frankie and others found out that with that the magic was say in the bow, and the only way to break it is to destroy it. Unless Tellanrain gets her own hands on it and causes who knows what kind of mischief. And destroy the arrow, thus freeing Clyde from the spell, and had Valentine end up in foul odor with her and with his employer. Talking about, yep, they're meant for each other, and love, true love, had finally conquered all. And well, that sound be it. Although I want to note that it's the movie, the special was made by the same CG development team that did Dragon Booster, League of Super Evil, Ready for Awesome, and say Stormhawk. But you may know what I mean. But you probably know what I'm talking about. So the next video will be on Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, it ain't gonna be sweet in hearts. It's be all sweets and hearts, if you know what